Yeah, not every week can be like last week where we got two amazing albums, Detroit 2 and that shitty Takashi 69 album.
That shitty what album?
Takashi 69. I apparently it flopped. I don't really pay attention to the
Do you
stats
want
or
to talk
shit,
about that?
but yeah, we can talk about it. I don't really know what I'm talking about. I just read that it flopped.
So I get all my 6ix9ine related news from DJ Academics, of course. I mean, he's like the number one source.
The most reputable source.
He is the most reputable source when it comes to 6ix9ine, which is crazy. Yeah. Disclaimer: I really don't enjoy. I guess we had a whole episode ripping on DJ Academics, but
Yeah. I'm gonna step away for a sec, but I can still hear you.
yeah,
And I
yeah,
keep
no
talking.
problem. He's still providing that info though. Still interesting things going on. Even if even around someone like 6ix9ine, who I think is a fucking nuisance, and we shouldn't pay
Right?
attention to, but he keeps doing these things and finding himself in these certain scenarios that actually say a lot and reflect a lot about hip hop in the industry and what's going on. So it actually is all kind of interesting to me. But y'all probably also saw this play out on academics. 1 minute it was 6ix9ine's gonna sell 150,000 units, which would be more than Big Sean selling that week, because Big Sean came in finally at officially at 111. But then after that comes out, we find out a couple days later that, oh no, Tekashi 9 is about to sell 45, and then it went up to 55, and then it went down to 35, and it bounced out at around 65 finally. With they've been talking about this term pure album sales. So 29,000 pure album sales for Tekashi 6ix9ine, which I will say I'm not 100% sure on what that term means. I think it means 29,000 purchased albums, because the reason he goes from 150 to 50 is because this bundle package album sale thing that people have been doing for a long time now at this point, and has been in the news, with Nicki Minaj, DJ Khaled, different artists.
Scott.
Yeah, we've kind of covered this, so we're still trying to figure out what a stream actually is. So there's apparently supposed to be this rule going into effect that straight up album bundles just really aren't going to apply to album sales anymore, starting in October. But they went ahead and accelerated that rule for 6ix9ine. So this is the really hilarious part about it, because he is, what it looks like to me is he is actually getting blackballed in a way that it's important if he gets a number one album, is what I'm saying. It's important if he sells, or the Billboard number is 150 or whatever. Because the first thing I thought about, maybe you can chime in on this, was, well, how upset are you really going to be if Billboard doesn't count those albums you sold, even though you still sold them? Like, you still sold album bundles, you still sold the albums, and you made probably really good money off of people going in for your merch or whatever. Like, you still sold 150,000 albums at the end of the day, even if all that was tied to. But I think it probably matters to. I think all that money goes to the record label more likely than not. Everything that's all off of that. I think the marketability of 6ix9ine is important to the operation they're trying to run there, or the ability to sensationalize him. And if he's selling 50,000 records, and he was just making fun of people who sell around 50,000 records or whatever,
Right.
that it's not a great look for him. So it's still it's still an L to me, because I mean that's exactly what he made fun of people for doing. But I think it's funny. I do think he is legitimately being blackballed in the industry, and I think certain powers that be are probably they're trying to squash this in the butt. I think, as as quickly as possible, because as much as we don't like 6ix9ine, and I don't think people are actually gravitating to him as honest, genuine fans of his music. I think a lot of people just want to see the train wreck, or a lot of people are just, interested in how savage he seems to be.
Right.
And so I don't think those fans stick around, for the long haul. But yeah, it's just kind of funny to watch all this play out. Obviously, everybody got a moment to laugh at 6ix9ine. I think there's more to it. I do think that, he's probably actually being blackballed, but definitely no one would have brought it upon themselves more than 6ix9ine.
Say, cue up the fucking Earl Sweatshirt. I don't care.
Stupid! I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
Wrong one.
Damn, son.
Nope.
I hope so.
Let's let the cat out the bag. I sniffed around the same way I sniffed ass.
Oh God, okay.
Don't care.
There we go.
Don't care. Still don't care. I don't care. I don't. I don't care. What'd you say? Just stop. I just want to know what you said. What did you say? I don't care.
That's right, 6ix9ine. We don't care.
Precisely.
Yeah, we don't care, and we're just gonna move on with our lives. That's the best part about all of this. Is it's interesting. Does give me a little bit of industry insight. It's definitely some fresh news. But after all the dust is settled, I can walk away knowing 6ix9ine sold 50,000 albums. Not a great look. And, I could just walk away from that. Just like do what I normally do. Don't think about 6ix9ine. But then also there's not really a reason to think about 6ix9ine too much. He's only selling 50,000 records at the end of the day. So
yeah, who even cares?
Yeah, who cares? It's kind of tough. Yeah. I don't really believe 29,000 people went in and individually purchased $9.99 worth of a 6ix9ine album. I just don't really believe that. So I wonder if that's like that was in that was just to not be at 35, 45 or whatever it was supposed to be. But he definitely got killed with the bundles going out the window. It's pretty funny.